Please do sit down. My name is Quintin McKellar and I'm the Vice-Chancellor here at the University of Hertfordshire, and it's a real pleasure for me to welcome you all to the ceremony for the Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences and the Department of Pharmacy, Pharmacology and Postgraduate Medicine. May I begin by introducing the platform party and welcome on my left Mrs. Sal Jarvis, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Education and Student Experience, and on my right, Dr. Richard Southern, the Dean of the School of Life and Medical Sciences. At the table to my extreme right is Mrs. Sue Grant, the Secretary and Registrar of the University, who carries in our wonderful mace, which you see in front of me. Now, at this point, I should tell you that Vice-Chancellors have been receiving some adverse publicity recently in the papers. Should any of you, though, be inclined towards violence, I can assure you that the mace is for my protection. And Mrs. Grant is much stronger than she looks, and I've been encouraging her to work out. So be aware. Let me, though, now welcome, of course, our graduates, all their friends, relatives, and supporters to this evening's ceremony, and begin by calling upon Mrs. Sal Jarvis to address the Assembly.
Good evening, and a very warm welcome to all our graduates and your families and friends who join us on this important day. I am so delighted to share this special moment with you, celebrating all that you've achieved with us and looking ahead to bright new futures for every one of you. Looking back over the last 18 months, in the UK it has been a period of phenomenal and dizzying change. But against that backdrop, it has been a time of positive achievement for the University of Hertfordshire. We've continued to create a learning and campus environment to benefit many future generations of students for years to come. It is an environment that gets results. We were immensely proud to announce this year that the university achieved the best employment rate of graduates in the East of England region, outscoring the whole of the Russell Group and the universities of Oxford and Cambridge. Over 96% of our students were in further study or employment a year after graduating, a tremendous achievement and testimony to the calibre of our graduates. Don't forget that if you are still looking for your perfect opportunity, our careers and employment team are still here to support you, our new alumni. And it is the achievements and attributes of you, the graduates of the University of Hertfordshire, that we celebrate today. The success of this university is a testament to the excellence of you, our graduates. This university is key to the prosperity of the county of Hertfordshire and beyond, and the influence of our alumni is felt worldwide. Our graduates are people who will serve society by their ingenuity, their professionalism, their enterprise, and their employability. You may not have noticed at the time how you have developed and grown whilst at the university, but as we celebrate your achievements here today, we are proud of the values that we represent, and we thank you for contributing to them. We are living through a period of uncertainty in the world, and we hope that the education that you have received here at the University of Hertfordshire will help you to navigate through whatever is out there and to succeed and to contribute in life, in business and in the professions. Your expertise, looking for scientific and technical solutions to the problems that we face, or supporting and enhancing the health and well-being of our citizens, is vitally needed in the UK and worldwide. I know that your tutors have given you the expertise and the passion to make a huge contribution, and I hope that you'll remember the university fondly and value it for life, drawing on your learning and the friendships you have made here. Spending time at an internationally renowned and business-facing university, we know you have grown in confidence and have had an education that befits you for your chosen career, making you a real asset to your employers right from day one. So as you move to the next stage in your lives, I hope you will feel part of a wider University of Hertfordshire alumni community. We'd love you to stay in touch with us, to share our news with you and hear your successes and insights from whatever area you go into. We are always here to support you, wherever life takes you, and we hope that you will continue to support us, whether it's through speaking to prospective students at our open days, coming back to share your career experiences, or donating to one of our fundraising campaigns. As the leaders of tomorrow, you can be a real inspiration to our future students and graduates, encouraging others to follow where you have led, and who knows, you may even employ some of them someday. I hope that you feel that the University of Hertfordshire has provided you with a fantastic experience and a truly valuable education. Certainly, we are very proud to have played a part in your journey. I know that you will want to recognise the people, many of whom are proudly here today to see this moment, who have supported you, your teachers, your friends, and of course, your families. So, on behalf of the University of Hertfordshire, please accept my warmest congratulations on your outstanding achievements. I thank you for being with us, and I wish you the very best for your future lives and careers. Thank you.
We shall now receive the graduates of the Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences and the Department of Pharmacy, Pharmacology and Postgraduate Medicine. Candidates are presented by a senior member of academic staff from their school. Awards, sponsorships and prizes that have been given in the final year of study will be read out prior to the graduate's name. I first call upon Dr. Richard Hoffman.
Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences. Doctor of Philosophy, Golnaz Ranjbar has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a programme of work entitled Influence of Lactase on the In Vitro and In Vivo Anti-Glycemic Effects of Onion Flavonoids. Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Golnaz Ranjbar.
Master of Science degree in Biotechnology. With distinction, Hwandem Enkeng Anjendia. With distinction, Paul Michael Brett. With distinction, Sylvia Miriam Crossley. With distinction and winner of a university prize, Gary William Fruin. Olu Watobi Faith Funcho. George Cabina Moore Arthur. Selva Turcolmez. Master of Science degree in Molecular Biology. With distinction, Ajisa Mithiel Ali. Yasmin Anish Kimji. With distinction, Isha Najib. With distinction, Badri Rishay. Master of Science degree in Pharmacology, Abshir Hassan. With distinction and winner of a university prize, Vesna Manasiva. Nandar Mayong Ai. With distinction, Chiamelum Ifiatukuchu Okebwe. Aksa Tariq. Master of Science degree in Environmental Management, Dawn Lack. Master of Science degree in Environmental Management for Agriculture, Susan Zulfikari Moheb. Master of Science degree in Environmental Management for Business, Sophie Joanne Barker. Gislene Ramos Tonyong. Master of Science degree in Sustainable Planning, Holly Melissa Benwell. With distinction, winner of the Gascoigne Cecil Prize and winner of the John Houghton Prize, Giles Charlton James Meredith. Alistair James Rukas. With distinction, Glenn Speakman. Master of Science degree in Sustainable Planning and Environmental Management, Aziz Babatunde Mohammed. Master of Science degree in Sustainable Planning and Transport, with distinction, Anthony David Collier. Bachelor of Science degree in Biomedical Science, Enoma Obideo. Bachelor of Science degree in Dietetics, Yasmin Ball. Bachelor of Science degree in Healthcare Science, Life Sciences, Olagoke Tobe Omayeobe. Bachelor of Science degree in Physical Geography, Christopher Nicholas Bodges.
Department of Pharmacy, Pharmacology and Postgraduate Medicine. Doctor of Philosophy. Mary Richard Akpan has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a programme of work entitled Evaluating Antimicrobial Stewardship Programmes in Acute Care Hospitals in England, Development and Processes of Outcome Indicators. Vice-Chancellor Dr. Mary Richard Akpan.
Master of Science degree in Advancing Clinical Pharmacy Practice, with distinction, Asra Abbas. With distinction and winner of the Krishna Patel Memorial Prize, Amal Al-Harbi. With distinction, Alia Al-Rayyan. With distinction, Iman Alatobi. With distinction, Ruba Salia Alsfar Ali. With distinction, Noof Al-Kashem. Mohammed Reda. Master of Science degree in Pharmacovigilance, Lourdes Fernandez Martin. Master of Health and Medical Education degree, with distinction, Sajid Mahmood. Master of Public Health degree, Huda Al-Najam. With distinction, Peace Shanoma Asigobu. With distinction, Yasmin Alicia Cumberbatch. Rubina Gull. With distinction, Tazaiwa Mizar. Master of Science degree in Cardiology and Stroke. With distinction, Hassan Ibrahim. With distinction, Juju Thet Luen. Tirimon. Adele REGB. With distinction, John Francis Wortley. With distinction, Yin NWA. Master of Science degree in Clinical Dermatology, Elisa Haydar. Shalini Krishnamurthy. Yin Helan Win. Master of Science degree in Dermatology Skills and Treatment, with distinction, Bernadette Patricia Carthy Finneran. Waranya Jadarak. Celia Constance Mobilia. Aidan Redmond. With distinction, Laura Faye Worsnott. Master of Science degree in Clinical Skin Integrity and Wound Management, Samira Jamira Abdullah. Aya Mohammed Ajina. Amal Ahmad Al-Mullah. Laura Faye Webb. Master of Degree in Medical and Healthcare Simulation, Mansour Aida Al-Maziri. Master of Science Degree in Psychiatric Practice, with distinction, Arma Haseb Chatta. With distinction, Vishnu Preya Nagalingam. Marham Riaz. Mohammed Safar. Bachelor of Science Degree in Pharmaceutical Health Science, Vida Kostani. Muna Maharajan. Diploma of Higher Education in Pharmaceutical Health Science, Rajneet Raikmau. Master of Arts degree in English Literature, Modern Literary Cultures, Christopher Oz Talfares.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great privileges that I have as the Vice-Chancellor of the university is, of course, to be the very first to congratulate our new graduates as they cross the stage. And today has been no exception, listening, and of course I can only listen for a very short period of time to those that I stop on the stage, but listening to them, their stories are absolutely fantastic, and the achievements that they've made and the jobs that they've now got or are trying to get are really an exceptional example to us. I wonder if you might join with me in congratulating them all one last time. I'm now very pleased to call upon Gary Fruin, who's going to address the Assembly on behalf of the graduates.
Good evening, Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of my fellow graduates, and it's a great honour to do so on behalf of such an excellent group of people. When I told my mother I was doing this speech, the first thing she said to me was, "Don't do a Patch Adams." And when I later Googled Patch Adams to find out what on earth she was talking about, I learned a lot about how she thinks about me. I assure you I'm fully clothed beneath this gown. I won't talk for too long, though I do want to thank all of the relevant people. And in that vein, I'd like to start with a very special thanks. It's always good to know that you've got emotional support here. I know that myself and my fellow graduates relied heavily on this support throughout what was an intensive year. So for being reliable, for always knowing the right thing to say to lift our spirits when the workload seemed insurmountable. Yasmin, I know you're with me on this. Netflix, we thank you. It's funny, actually, I left Leicestershire in August last year and moved to Hemel Hempstead just down the road, and had no idea at that time that I would be doing my Masters at all. But I'm really glad I did, and I'm really glad that I did it here with these people. So seriously, I want to thank all of the lecturers from our first semester for taking what seemed like a three-year degree's worth of material and miraculously presenting it in such a way that we were able to absorb it in just 3 months. Though I admit I hope to never again have to memorise 3 hours of slides on the finer points of genetic linkage analysis. And I want to thank the supervisors from Semester B for challenging us to think outside of the box and helping us to see the possibilities that can be realised when scientists work together as a team towards a common goal. And for what I know was the most stressful part of the year for many of us, our final semester, in which we became coffee-fueled, fatigued, unwashed shadows of our former selves, hissing like vampires at the sunlight, sending 50 stressed-out emails every day to our supervisors who just wanted to enjoy their summer holidays, for putting up with us at our most pressured. Thank you as well. And of course, thank you to all of the other faculty that made the whole year, and today as well, possible. To my fellow graduates, I want to point out that today we celebrate our achievements. I remember how overwhelmed we were in our first semester. Well, here we are. Be proud. Today seemed like a really long way off back then, and it's easy to look back and remember only the tests, the textbooks, the stacks of paperwork. But it's actually quite surreal when you step back for a moment and remember that now, some of us can actually design and create vaccines. Others know how to manipulate the DNA of any living organism, which is actually pretty good when your friend passes out at a party and you want him to wake up as one of the X-Men. Others of us still know how to design cities, entire cities, so that they're sustainable. These are the same skills that have over the last century eliminated diseases like the measles, given us crops that could survive where none could before, and skills that in the future will be essential in our fight against climate change. So when you think back, don't think about the textbooks. You're masters now of your respective fields, and you have skills that 100 years ago didn't exist in the minds of the most imaginative science fiction writers. Whatever we move on to next, PhDs, careers, whatever that might be, we must remember to stay in touch and continue to support each other as we have this last year, and keep smiling as we take on new challenges. Finally then, for receiving the graduates of the Departments of Biological and Environmental Sciences and Pharmacy, Pharmacology and Postgraduate Medicine, thank you to the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Gary. Gary pointed out a number of the skills and attributes and so on which the graduates who walked across the stage have. And of course, you are not the first graduation ceremony we've done today. We've had nurses already today. And I have to say, given that in your cohort there was someone who had an MSc in cardiology and that we had the nurses previously, I felt very reassured that were I to fall down with a heart attack today, I'd be in really good hands. It's been a real pleasure listening to Gary and, of course, meeting with those of you who have graduated today. I want, though, before you leave the University of Hertfordshire, just to make a few comments. Now, most of you, or many of you, are master's students, so this is second time round for many of you. And I'm sure you are, relatively speaking, more mature than many of our first-time undergraduates. However, I also feel it's absolutely right that I talk about the values of this university to you as to our, let's say, first year or first cohort graduates. And we have been considering what values particularly we wish to embrace as a university. And we've got a little kind of acronym for them that goes along the abbreviation FACES. And this relates to being friendly, being ambitious, being collegiate, being enterprising, And for those of us who are teachers and support staff in the university, of course, being student-focused at all times. Let me just focus a little on some of these values. Firstly, being friendly, of course. I hope that you've found that we, the staff in the university, have been friendly while you've been here. I hope, too, that you've been friendly to each other. But can I suggest to you that as you leave the university, being friendly throughout your lives, being friendly to your neighbours, being friendly to your communities, will, I'm sure, enhance your life. It'll make your life much more enjoyable, and it'll indeed make other people's lives much more enjoyable. So can I please urge you to keep a hold of that particular value when you leave us. Now, given that many of you are master's students or master's now graduates, I suspect the second value is one which you've already embraced, and that is ambition. I hope you're ambitious for yourselves, and I hope that you achieve everything that you might want to achieve in life. I hope, though, also that you're ambitious for your families. I hope you're ambitious for your communities, and indeed for society as a whole, because I think that will, of course, drive society forward in a positive and a helpful way. I also hope that you are collegiate. And what I mean by collegiate is, of course, working together with colleagues, but working occasionally when it's not necessarily to your own personal benefit, but to the benefit of others perhaps within your workplace or perhaps within your community. So that collegiality is something that we truly cherish here at the university. And then, of course, as a business-facing university, you won't be surprised to learn that being enterprising is something that we would like to encourage you to be as you leave the university. And of course, it doesn't really matter in what particular job you end up or what particular walk of life you have. Having that enterprising outlook on things, trying always to experiment, to make things better, is the way that society will progress. So can I encourage you to go away from the university with those values which we have, and you can remember them as faces, and that will hopefully go with you as you leave our university. I hear, though, in the audience some voices, and I'm going to encourage all of you in the audience in a moment to join with me in a great cheer. This is a very American thing to do, but we have, as a university, been displaying on our sweatshirts the strapline which we have been proposing for the university, and it's "Go Hearts." Now, what I hope is, and it's interesting, as I spoke to many of our now graduates, many of them are from overseas. So, when you come across somebody with a University of Hertfordshire sweatshirt on, no matter where they are, if it's in Myanmar or Pakistan, or indeed even in London, can I suggest that what you say is, "Go Hearts!" Okay? Now, I'm going to get you to practice. However, I've been having a competition today with each of the graduation ceremonies, and it's got louder each time. We do have a slight disadvantage here because this is a smaller ceremony, so you're all going to have to shout even louder. Will you do that with me? Now, I have to say, I want you also to check the guys behind me. I want them, and actually I want them to pump their fists too. This is definitely not a British thing. Yeah, they look a bit nervous. So I'm going to count to 3, and then we'll have a "Go Hearts," okay? Now, if I'm the only one that does this, you will appreciate that I'll be hugely embarrassed. So I do need you all to join in with this. Okay? 1, 2, 3, "Go Hearts!" Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Now, just before we leave to continue the celebrations with refreshments in the marquee, of course, it wouldn't be fair of me to miss the opportunity to thank those immediately in front of me. Of course, the The journeys which our students have taken while they've been at the university have been made so much easier because of the support they've had from friends, from relatives, from everyone who really has been supportive to them through their time at the university. And I would personally like to thank you. And I wonder if the students, now graduates, might like to join with me in thanking everyone who's come to support them today at the university. That ends the official part of the celebration, but we'll have the academic procession as we leave the auditorium. If the students, graduates now, would like to follow us, and then if everyone would like to follow us, the marquee is on the left-hand side as you exit the building towards the sports village. Could I now ask you all to be upstanding for the academic procession?